Good morning, everybody. Broadcasting live from Ajijic, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We make videos about Mexico. We travel Mexico. We go to museums, churches, small towns, big cities, and we try to share with you the joys of living in Mexico. And it's Saturday morning. It's 10 a.m. Central Time. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of really good people in the house. Woohoo! Let's get it on with this Saturday. Dr. John says it's sunny in New Jersey. Welcome, Doc John. Tim Olson. Yes, I'm happy to be in CMT 63's Mark and Chris's great place. Yes, I'm settled in. It's nice to be in one place for a while. In a nice place like Ajijic, where I can just walk to so many wonderful places. No longer do I have to do this. Oh, I'm not there anymore. I'm not there anymore, driving down dirt roads, crossing creeks to get out of the house, hoping it doesn't rain. Woohoo, I'm not there anymore. Okay, let me get back to some hellos. Catherine. Hola, Catherine in Spokane. Woohoo, LJ. Always good to hear from LJ. Okay. Rango is in the house. Christine Prowse. 1 week and then she's going to retire. Woohoo! Are you going to have a big party, Christine? Rango in the house. William Stoneman in the house. Tim Olson, live from Minnesota. Javier, good morning. Catherine, yes. Are you going to Ecuador? Yeah, are you going to Ecuador? And yes, thank you, LJ. Click the like button. Elizabeth Acker. Hola, everyone from sunny Nova Scotia. It's sunny everywhere, and James and Rena are in the house actually right now. They are in Ajijic. They're not far from me. We were supposed to get together this week. I think it was on Thursday, but they're out shopping for homes and kayaking, and I'm supposed to get together with them on Tuesday to have some beverages. Okay, so here we go. We have a lot of video clips to share with you this morning. We're going to continue on a Mazatlan tour. We're going to go to the observatory. And towards the end of this broadcast, we're going to show you some of the shrimp lady adventure. And you're going to be blown away by some of the shrimp that you're going to see, what we did there. But I've got a lot of content this morning. And so if you're new, if you just subscribed and this is your first live broadcast, ask any questions, things that I don't know. A lot of the people, a lot of the friends and family in these know the answer. I did 2 new videos this week. They're in the description below. One video is a brief summary of the Reina del Mar bed and breakfast tour. It's a 6-day tour. I was there all of last week. And the funny thing is, the other video that I did is an interview with a woman by the name of Kathy. Kathy, she's lived all over the United States. Then she was living in Kentucky with her horses. She sold her house, sold all of her horses, moved to Ajijic. And after living in Ajijic for 2 months, then she took Robert and Sherry's Mazatlan tour, and then she moved to Mazatlan. It's a good interview. She tells you about her 4-year visa that she got. It only cost her $250. She got a 4-year visa. I've only heard of that 2 or 3 times in a year. But anyway, that link is below in the description. Okay, so let's get this thing growing. We got 37 people in the house and 18 likes. Thank you so much. What else is going on here? At 7 o'clock this morning, it was 4 degrees. It's going up to 87 today in Ajijic. It's a very dry, so it doesn't get humid like Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta. Also, we have a great internet connection today. I don't see any problems on all of my devices. All the lights are green. That's a good thing. They're not flashing yellow and red like they did a few weeks ago. And what else is going on? Oh, people are starting to call me. All of my contact information is in the description below. I think my phone number's down there too, but that girl who lives in Ajijic, we talked for 2 hours yesterday. I talked with one of our regular visitors, and we talked for like an hour. Her name is Terry Don. She had questions about Mazatlan, Ajijic, where should she move to first? And if you're new, if this is your first time for a live broadcast, let us know you're here. Tell us where you are, what questions you have. And many people like to contribute to the channel to keep the thing going. I all around here, lighting, all stuff. And we have to pay money to boat this boat. So if you're watching after the live broadcast, there are 2 donate buttons down in the description, and you can donate via PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American. Okay, so let's get the show going here. We're going to go in this live broadcast. It's kind of like you're going to see some beautiful views. You're going to see some beautiful animals. We're going to this place called the observatory. And when Robert told us about observatory, let me give you a little background on Robert. Robert is the owner of, co-owner of the Reina Del Mar apartments. He was talking about going to the observatory. I thought we'd go there at night. Not like that at all. But every day, also, I was shooting the introduction to Kathy's video yesterday on the Malecon here in Ajijic. So I had my camera, my tripod, all my recording for audio equipment on the Malecon, and people just walked up to me. They said, "Hi, Bill," and this one guy's name is Ron. He said, "Hi, Bill. I'm taking the tour this Sunday. Me and my wife are going to Mazatlan with Rob and Sherry," and these people became friends like right on the Malecon. It's great. Hooking up with you people, and I'm meeting people from all over the world, making new friends and family. Broadcast. I'm the Harriet Tubman of Mexico. I get people down here. Information for my immigration attorney down below in the description. The information for the Bob and Sherry Reina Del Mar Mazatlan tour is in the description below. It's a very valuable tour, but I'm going to show you some clips now. Now you have to remember, if you're taking the tour, what is this clip? This is a half a block away from Rob and Sherry's bed and breakfast. And this is a shot of the Malecon. And the Malecon in Mazatlan is 15 miles long. So you can walk and you can see all these people. It's early in the morning. People just out here exercising, riding their bicycles. But this is the Malecon, the boardwalk in Mazatlan. 15 miles of restaurants, bars, museums. And this is a half a block away from the Reina Del Mar bed and breakfast. So the bed and breakfast is in a great location. I'm moving to Mazatlan. I'm starting to look for rentals. I want to be about 4 to 10 blocks from the beach, from the Malecon, from all of the restaurants. And every morning, if you're at the Reina Del Mar bed and breakfast, your day starts out like this. Sherry's in here cooking breakfast. There's Robert with some bacon and eggs, and there's our group from last week. We would all get together for breakfast every morning, and it's abundant. They have all kinds of fruits and vegetables, and Sherry blends up fresh fruit juices. And this is how we start every day at 8 o'clock in the morning before our excursions begin. It's an excellent experience. That's Stan and Linda. He's a musician. She's a retired banker. They're both Canadians. They were looking for houses all of the week. Check this out, you guys. This is funny. I didn't see any new messages popping up. I was still back at Rena, James and Rena, but then I just figured out that I hadn't scrolled down, so I just scrolled down, and now I got a lot of work to do. Javier, I'm on vacation for a few days having breakfast now. Well, Javier, you have a great vacation. Dan, Matt, glad to see you, Bill. It's finally getting warm here in Columbus, my hometown. Yahoo! I'm so happy you guys are finally getting some good weather. Jack Webb here, but getting on an airplane. Where are you going, Jack? Are you coming down here? That girl, I just talked with that girl yesterday for 2.5 hours. We talked about a lot of things about Mexico and getting around. Senor, 1968, Buenos Dias, sunny and 92 degrees in Baltimore. You guys are having fun with that great weather, right? Rango, snow in Colorado, what? Ooh, snow in Colorado. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. That's some crazy stuff, man. No more for me. Katrina the Maker, good morning, everyone. Katrina, good morning to you. Brian, Maiden, good morning. Bill and all. Holly, hi, everyone. Wayne, Southwith, Ola from Gold Canyon, Arizona. Okay, LJ, Bill, would you buy mics if the price was low enough, or just no way? Well, for those of you that don't know what LJ is talking about, this is Mike's house. I lived there for 3 months. It's out in the middle of nowhere between Tequila and Guadalajara. It's a place called El Arenal. And the first time, the house is super fabulous. It's brand new. Mike and his partner built the house. Inside, it's gorgeous. But these are the surroundings right here. I mean, would I buy the house? I'm just going to flat out say, hell no. No. I'm just going to flat out say, hell no, I wouldn't buy this house because it's out in the middle of nowhere. The town, the population might be 3. They had one money machine, Oxos. And many times you would go to the money machine and the machine had money. And if the machine did have money, there'd be. And when you go to OXXO, people aren't buying a beer or a Coca-Cola or a hot dog. They're paying their telephone bills. You might have 20 people in line paying telephone bills. I mean, I'm so happy I'm not there. If you're a serious author or something like that, alone. But I mean, I had to drive like 15 minutes to get into town. And here I'm so happy to be in Ajijic. I'm so happy to be in Ajijic. Walked to OXXO. I did a video on OXXO. It's like 7-Eleven. It's like 3.5 blocks away. So great restaurant, 2 blocks away, 5 blocks away. I can walk to the plaza and visit all bars. No, I don't usually go out at night, but no. And now I'm moving to Mazatlan. I am ready to go. So would I buy Mike's house? No, I wouldn't. Ingrid from Jamaica. Ingrid, I don't remember hearing from you ever before. From Jamaica. Woo, we got Jamaica in the house. What's going on here now? Ooh, okay, Christine, no party until later. I have to get my house ready to sell. Okay, thanks, James and Rena. Brian, what is easier, go online and get FMM card or on the airplane? Getting your FMM card on the airplane, every time I did it, really easy. Give you the card, you fill it out. That's about it. Then you get your card. Now, one thing that you want to consider is how much time they're going to give you for your tourist visa. And you want to have some kind of documentation that shows that you have paid for a place to stay for 1 day. Now, I'm a graphic artist. I can make that happen. Photoshop expert. Photoshop since I know how to create a document that looks real. Not to say that you would want to make that, but you want to hook up with something so you have a piece of paper that says you're going to be there for 180 days. So when you get off the plane, you can get that 180-day visa. James and Rena. Oh, party. Yeah, James Rena is a party. That's my rule. CMT 63, we had to fill out a form online before boarding. Okay, we forgot to print one out ahead of time. The rules are always changing. That's why these live podcasts are so important. M. Russell, good morning. First time in your live chat from Las Vegas. M. Russell, we're happy to have you in the house. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. James and Rena, Tubman of Mexico, Bill's Railroad. Yeah, Tubman, that's me. I'm the Tubman of Mexico. Okay, I got somebody else from Vegas here in the house. Looking to buy a house in Henderson. We have one is ready for a quick sale. Right on. Okay. Cream cheese is in the house. Bill, is it possible you have my mic turned the wrong way? Yes. It sounds a little echoey. Yeah. This mic, there's a front and there's a back. And I was talking into the back of the mic. So thank you very much. I'm going to call you cream cheese. Oh, thank you so much. Is that better? Is the audio better now? Susan, buenos dias from Ajijic. Susan, happy to have you in the house. Holly, I'm getting out of Vegas like you, going to Ajijic. Hopefully end of July. Get a temporary residence. Rena S. Holly, see you in Ajijic. I'm going to stay 30 days and staying with a friend in Lake Chapala. Okay, is the audio better now? You guys let me know. So let's continue with this tour. Okay, I got a happy face from cream cheese, so I guess everything is okay. Okay, great now. Okay, thank you so much. You guys. Okay, so we're going to continue with some pictures of one day of the tour. This, what is this? Okay, here we go. Okay, we get in this little, they call them palmettas, and there's Robert. He's giving us instructions about where we're going. He's very informative. And I tell you, there's Nikki and Surya and Robert, and he's telling us all about Mazatlan, the observatory, what we're going to see, what we're going to do. And I tell you what, when I was talking to that girl yesterday, she was considering taking the tour, but Robert and Sherry, they're so hooked up in Mazatlan. They can hook you up with realtors. They can tell you where to eat, where the immigration office is, where to shop. So a week with them is so fabulous. And after you are with them for a week, you become their family. So there's a little truck that we were all in right there. They call it a Polmanetta. And there is there's Saria. She's from San Diego. Now she lives in Ajijic. The views from this place called the Observatory are just awesome. Look at this. We're going to go much higher. This is one of the best excursions that I had in my entire life. And we haven't even gone into the observatory yet. This is just the deck entrance. And I believed it cost us $30 a person to go on this tour. But it was just a beautiful place. We're going to go in here. Oh, William Stoneman, thank you so much. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much for your contribution. I can buy a couple of tacos with that and probably a Heineken too. All of that. Thank you for your donation. We need those donations to keep the channel going. So we're outside then. So then we walk up some steps. We're going to go into the entrance of the place. Notice how nice and clean everything is. They have a statue. Soon we're going to see some animals in here. So this tour, it's like 3 hours, and it's 600 pesos. 600 pesos. And they start out, and this is on a Thursday morning. It's right about 10 o'clock in the morning. Half of these people are our group. But they start out, they're going to show a video right there, and they let us know up front that we're not allowed to video the video. But the video is all about the history of Mazatlan. And it's only 10 minutes long, but it's extremely informative. And the funny thing is almost everything they said in the video, Robert had told us in the van when we were driving from Ajijic to Mazatlan. But that's how we start the trip out. So we give them our money, we watch the video, and then, now this is a real experience. Notice, look, we have all these views and statues and plants, but now we have to go up to the actual observatory. We go on this thing, it's like a tram. You stand up, they close the door. Oh, there's Saria and Bailey, all on the tour. And we take this tram going up to the actual observatory where they have all of these birds up here. And we're going to show you the birds. Let's see. Tell you what, the next clip I have is a big reason. Okay. Okay, the next clip I have is a big reason that I'm moving from Ajijic to Mazatlan. And here it is. Have you seen the beach lately? Okay, this is why I'm moving. I want to live a half a block from this. I want to be able to walk to 7-Eleven, walk to OXXO, walk to about 30 to 40 restaurants, all on the Malecon, hundreds of get around wherever you want to go, live cheap, eat cheap. That's why I'm moving to Mazatlan. It's like that you can't do this in Ajijic. You can't do this in Chapala. Javier. Yes, Javier. I edit my own videos. This is all my work. Yeah. No, Javier. Actually, I don't edit my own videos. My good friend is Steven Spielberg, and so I shoot the videos, and then if he's not busy making movies, he edits all my videos, and then he gets in his jet and comes back here with the final product. But anyway, let's go and see what's going on. So we go in. Now we're up here. And this is our first encounter with staff, and that's Carla. Carla is our guide, and she speaks perfect English. And she's going to introduce us to some toucans, some parrots, a deer, an iguana, and birds are going to be flying around everywhere. She's telling us what we can do and what we can't do, but she's a delightful individual, and she told us that she's a virgin. Well, actually, she told Robert, but maybe that's just a little too much information. Yeah. So we're all waiting, and we go through this like double door thing. We go into a booth, and they close a door, then they open a door, then we go into the place where the birds are. Here we go. But before that happens, they also have a bunch of tequila plants, mezcal plants, and she gives us a detailed description of each of the plants. And it's like, if your plants aren't from the state of Jalisco, then you can't call your tequila. You have to give it a different name. But look at all these cactus up here, and the view from up here is better than the view that you saw earlier from the earlier videos. But Carla is going to tell us all about these things. Now, here, coming up next, in the next clip, we're going to actually hear Robert talk. So let's just go to the clip.
Oh.
There's Robert.
There's
the
Bill.
dildo guy. Oh.
Where'd you come from?
Do you have any dildos with you?
No. Well, let me check. No. But I'm bringing Bill Dallas Lewis, big YouTuber on Mexico here.
Oh, this is phenomenal.
Did you love it, Bill?
Yes, I love this, Robert.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, my God.
I just don't want to let you down. Otherwise, I'll never hear the end of it.
Who needs a drone?
Oh, I know. Oh, that's right. You're asking. But look at the views. They're actually putting us.
Yeah, I tell you, the observatory, Mazatlan, is so beautiful. You don't have views like that in Ajijic with giant rocks out in the ocean, giant beaches, a 15-mile-long Malecon. I'm gone. CMT 63, Chris and Mark, they're packing up their stuff in Florida, and when they're all packed up and when they get back, I'm going to party with them for a day or two, and then I will have an apartment in Mazatlan. I just can't wait. Okay. Wayne, dog suggestion. Can I bring my dog on a tour? Tell you what, Sherry's email address is in the description below. You can email Sherry and ask her directly. Yeah, just email Sherry and ask her, and she will give you an answer. So, okay, here we go. I'm looking at my list of videos over here. I think this has audio. Carla's going to tell us about the birds.
I don't recommend you standing below any of the birds. We have Benjamin right above us. You don't want him to poop on you, sir. So, most of the birds that we find here at the aviary come from illegal trafficking. So it's possible some of them could be missing a foot, feathers, wings, don't know how to fly, but they've been through rehab and they're happy, healthy, and having a second chance here. Now we also get donations from families who can't have them anymore or think they'll be better in a more natural space. So we're gonna...
Now those shots were a little dark, but all of the shots coming up are much better. But the place is filled with these parrots, and all the parrots, they don't look that big in the tree above. She was telling us, don't stand under the parrots because they will shit on you, okay? But you're going to see some shots now. All of those parrots are about a foot tall. They are big freaking parrots. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This has no audio, but there you go. And these parrots are just flying all around. They're very friendly. There must be like 100 of them. And we're in a giant cage. I mean, it's giant. So they're fully free to fly around, to greet the people. Here a parrot has landed on this guy unexpectedly. This is all a part of this tour. Another wonderful thing to do in Mazatlan. Oh, if you go to Mazatlan, this is a must. Here are some flamingos. I had never seen a live flamingo before. I've seen them on National Geographic or in movies, on television shows. And here's one of our members, Bailey. He was freaked out when his parrot landed on his head. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to send this video to him and his wife, Lisa. Yeah, so Lisa, that's his wife. Lisa has her parrot. He has his parrot. It's just a good time. I mean, and then we have this great view. It was just phenomenal. This is just one of the places that Robert and Sherry will take you on the tour. And I talk about this tour freely. I don't make any money from the tour. But I tell you what, if you move to Mazatlan ahead of time, you want to take this tour, Robert and Sherry can introduce you to people that can help you find a rental, a house, tell you where to go, and give you a feel for Mazatlan before you move there or think about moving. Oh, okay. William, what is the best way to get a short-term rental in Ahihic for January, February? In the video I did this week with Kathy, I asked her, how did you find an apartment in Ahihic? And she just looked at me and she said, Facebook. And then she laughed. And a lot of people are turning to Facebook to find apartment rentals all over Mexico. Just go to Facebook, do a search for Mexico groups, gringos in Ahihic, find groups. And don't do a search for apartments. Don't search for apartments. Those are the prices you're going to get ripped off. You're going to get screwed. What you want to do is go to Facebook, find these groups, and you just want to tell the people, I want 2 bedrooms, I want 3 bedrooms, I want to live close to the plaza, and I only want to pay about, I only want to pay like $400 a month, okay? Or I only want to pay $650 a month. And people will come to you. You'll get, if you want 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, you'll get exactly what you want in the location you want. All you have to do is Facebook, find groups, and post your desires, and your dreams will come true. Okay, M. Russell, Mr. Bill, if I fly from Vegas to Guadalajara, do I need to rent a car for a week? I'm going to Chapala, Ajijic in July. M. Russell, that's an excellent question. No. What you want to do is hook up your place to stay. The Guadalajara airport is only a 20-minute drive to the Ajijic, Chapala area. Take a taxi to the place where you're going to stay. You can rent a car. Yeah, if you got the money, sure, rent a car. But if you're staying in Centro or in the middle of Ajijic, I don't think you'll need a car. You can always get a taxi. Don't get a white taxi at the airport. Get a yellow taxi. They should be a little cheaper. If you have Uber in your cell phone, you can use Uber from Guadalajara, but I don't think it's really necessary. James and Rena are here. They don't have a rent-a-car. A lot of people don't have cars in the Ajijic, Chapala area. CMT, okay, CMT 63, yeah. CMT 63, that's the house, Chris and Mark, that's where I'm staying right now. They don't have a car. They were here in a hotel for a month, and they got around just fine. Never even talked about a car. Jack Webb, at our Airbnb at Ajijic, just behind the Lake Chapala Society, there were a bunch of parrot nests. My wife and I would run and not waste a moment when walking underneath them, right? Because the parrots shit down here. They'll shit all over you. And when I lived in Chapala, we had like 5 parrot nests. We'd come home from our morning walk. There'd be like 200 parrots in the street. They fly around all day. They're like quack, quack, quack. They're very noisy. Tim Olson, looks like a great place to see. It's very nice. Okay, CMT 63, the traffic is different from the USA, and I personally think it's better just to get a cab from the airport. Yeah, so there you go, James and Rita, just get a cab. Just get a cab. They're fairly inexpensive. It should only cost you $15 realistically from the airport. And the cabs in Ajijic and Chapala, they're ripping people off, man. Ajijic, Chapala is getting more and more expensive. In my interview with Kathy yesterday, she was talking about how she traveled in Ajijic, Chapala, and she talked about how she travels in Mazatlan, and what will cost you $15 or $7 in Ajijic, Chapala would only cost you like $2 in Mazatlan. The bus, if you want to save money, you can just take the bus in Ajijic, Chapala, and that's going to be about 50 cents. You can go all the way to Jocotepec or Guadalajara. You can get to Guadalajara direct on a nice bus for about $3.50 and that's an hour ride. And if you get your senior citizens discount card, then you get 50% off. Jack Webb. For car rental, contact Katie Ibarra. That is a realtor that I work with regularly here. And her information is in the description below. James and Rena, buy your cab ticket just outside of luggage. They set a price at airport into Ajijic. Fred Drake, haven't heard from you in a while, Fred. Glad to have you in the house. Crapo is Dr. John. Renting a car and driving in Guadalajara? Hell no. I tell you, I love Guadalajara. The worst thing about Guadalajara is the traffic. It's terrible. I have a car, and when I was in Guadalajara, I would just use Uber. Then you don't have to worry about it. It's crazy. CMT 63, the exit signs off the highway are different to look at. Okay, yeah, it's weird. The driving in Mexico is different. When I didn't drive, I've been here 17 years. For 5 years, I didn't drive at all. And I didn't mind it. I took the bus, I took taxis, it wasn't a problem, it was cheap. Then I got a car, and you have to think of yourself like a bumblebee when you drive down here, because bumblebees work together, and all kinds of weird things are going to happen. Somebody told me in Puerto Vallarta when I brought a car down there, they said, keep your eyes open and watch mirrors, because Mexican people just do whatever the car can do. And park in the middle of the street, make the U-turns out of nowhere. You have to be that happy little bumblebee that's just working with the flock. Okay, Holly, you have fun on that Airbnb? I want to be close to the Lake Chapala Society when I get there. Crapo, renting a car and driving in Guadalajara is daunting for first-time visitors. I'd go with public transportation or Ubers and sit back and enjoy the scenery. Crapo is exactly right. Get hooked up with Mexico cell phones. Get a Mexico chip for your phone, put it in your phone, buy your minutes, download Uber, and just take Uber everywhere. Uber does actually come to Ajijic and Chapala. Sometimes they show up in 5 minutes, sometimes they'll show up in an hour and a half, but then you don't have to worry about anything. And if you're driving while white, in Mexico, specifically in Ajijic and Chapala, the police might pull you over and shake you down and want to take your money or take you to jail if you don't give them money for you not doing anything. Okay, Gracie Jenkins, hello. I finally get to see the live with Bill the Geek. Gracie, I'm glad to have you in the house. We have a lot more coming up. Okay, James and Rena, stay close to the plaza and easy walking better than a car. I tell you, man, I have a car. What? This is my third week. My first week in Ajijic. I didn't go anywhere. Then my second week, I took the tour. And so for 2 weeks, I didn't use my car at all. I've only used my car once in 2 weeks. I go out and start it up just so that the battery doesn't go dead. But I don't need a car. I'm going to lunch with someone this Thursday. I'm going to meet James and Rena. I don't know where we're going to meet. I don't know if I'll need a car for that. But you don't need a car in Ajijic if you live in Centro. You are in the center of town near the plaza. You can walk everywhere. It's very inexpensive. Okay, now let's see what's going on. Okay. I'm just looking at these questions. Stay close to the plaza. Holly asked James and Rena about how to get an Airbnb. That's a good question. Gracie Jenkins, live from Waco, Texas. Looking forward to meeting all of you in January, but maybe sooner. Gracie, come on down. We're here awaiting, except in January. I'll be in Mazatlan. Rena. Stella's Bread and Breakfast, El Gato Feo Coffee Shop are right by LCS 2 and Casablanca Boutique Hotel. And you guys are knowledgeable. Being close to the Lake Chapala Society Everything is around there. Lake Chapala Society, you can go there, eat food, meet people. You can meet an immigration attorney there, Albero. He goes there, I think, every Thursday. He'll hook you up with immigration, get you started. They have they have yoga classes there, dance classes there. They have all kinds of groups. You can meet all kinds of people, or you can just go to the plaza, grab a table at a restaurant and start meeting people like that. So you guys are very informed. Okay. Yeah, Airbnbs are cool. And CMT 63 is right. Check out the reviews first. Okay, let's see. Rena, we have a nice Airbnb in La Floresta, about a mile to Central. The weather should be beautiful in July. Scallions for dinner. Scallions, I've eaten at Scallions many times. It's right on the main thoroughfare. You can walk many places. Okie dokie. Tom Olson. I stayed at the Casablanca, and it was fabulous. Oh, yeah. CMT 63. We stayed at Nuevo Posada for a month, and it was a great place. And 5 minutes walk to the plaza. And I've stayed at Nuevo Posada a couple of times. And it was great. They have a wonderful restaurant there. You can eat outside on the lake with beautiful views, great food, nice and quiet, no bars. You don't hear any music. But if you're going to stay at La Posada, I suggest you ask for a room on the 3rd floor. Then, if you're on the 3rd floor, you get kind of a private little patio with a view of the lake. And at nighttime, it sounds like you're on the ocean. And we're about 47 minutes into the live broadcast, and I want to thank Rango and Dr. John for contributing to the thank you so much, Dr. John and Rango C. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. This is what I do full time. I'm always thinking about videos to make. How can I be helpful? How can I make my videos better? How can I make my videos more interesting? And I think about this all the time. And I think about, what am I going to do on Saturday? What clips can I show people on Saturday? Crabble. I made grilled steak tacos with frijoles and a Corona last night. Since I can't share them with you, enjoy a plate locally on me. And $5 is 100 pesos. And with 100 pesos, I can go out and get a really good meal. And I tell you what, Chapalo, thank Rango, thank you so much. I tell you, Ajijic and Chapala are expensive. Everything's more expensive in Ajijic, Chapala. I mean, the prices, food. Okay, it's all right. But most of the time, if you eat out, many places, you have to figure out, where do the Mexicans eat? And once you know where the Mexicans eat, you're going to go in there and eat. And 100 pesos, you won't be able to eat all the food that they give you. And this is the same in Guadalajara. Once you know where the Mexicans eat, if you see any Caucasians or you see any Americans, Canadians in a restaurant, you know you're in the wrong place. You want to go to where the people are. Where do the people eat? And that's where you're going to eat very cheaply. Now, I do want to show just a couple of more clips of the observatory. So you see the parrot, but there's a toucan right there. I only remember seeing about 3 toucans. I've never seen a live toucan before. And look at this. They're right in front of us. The only toucans I really ever saw are the toucans on the cereal box. Is that Fruit Loops? What is it? Wonderful parrot there. This was, I don't know what it was. Again, we have the flamingos. We couldn't walk down there. We weren't allowed to do that. But they have a lot of room to fly around. And it's just like the parrots are just having a big party. This is called the observatory. This is one of the stops on the Reina del Mar tour. It cost $30. It was well worth it. And they have a bar upstairs from this place with exquisite views where they share with you their homemade tequila, and you can look at the ocean and with a great view of the city. Okie dokie, CMT 63, Taqueria Pio in Ajijic is where a bunch of local Mexican community eat. It was closed when we wanted to go, but we'll definitely be going there. Yeah, you want to go to where the people go to eat. So I've got a couple of more clips. I got a couple more clips here from the tour. Okay. Now this is just a cute little video clip. It's a baby parrot. How can you not like that? And you can put it on your hand, let it shit on your hand. And that was a delightful thing. Another thing that they're doing in this tour is they are bringing in deer. I don't know what they're going to do with the deer, but up there where we are walking around this place, they do have a big open field on top. That's all grass and trees, so the deer could run around in there. It was yeah, bring gloves. That's a good thing. But up on top, here we are up on top at the bar. We're getting ready to have some drinks, and this is your view. You're not going to have these views. I'm trying to. I can't remember having views like this in Puerto Vallarta. I don't know where you would go to get views like this in Puerto Vallarta. We're looking down at the parking lot down there. Just yeah, this is how I want to live forever. This is how I want to live forever. Tim Olson, Bill, you cracked me up about some of your comments. Oh yeah, I try to make it light, try to make it fun. Thank you, Tim. Now, LJ, Bill, curious to hear about how cheap it can get going inland from the beach in Mazatlan. It's going to get, if you mean like walking further and further away from the Malecon. Oh, I'm going to tell you here in a minute. You go, once you get about 6 blocks from the beach, you start eating where the people eat, you're going to pay like $2.50 for a meal. And it's going to be a big meal with lots of food. You can get, in a minute, I'm going to show you a fish market. And you can go to this fish market and get a kilo of shrimp for like $2 for a kilo of shrimp. That's 2 pounds of shrimp. And I'm going to do a video on that, not this coming week, but the next week. And the place that we went to eat there is called Shrimp Ladies. That's a whole different story. This week, I'm doing an interview with Robert. It's like a half an hour video. He's going to talk about the difference between Ajijic and Mazatlan. Robert owns like three properties and a business in Ajijic, 3 properties and a business in Mazatlan. He's very informed, but I'm gonna do that interview this week with this observatory video. I'm coming out with that this week also. But now this next clip is, I messed up on this clip because it's the aquarium. And I went into the aquarium, and I know I took 45 minutes of video. Well, I thought I took 45 minutes of video, but I think I forgot to hit the record button. Sorry, okay. But I do have some clips of the aquarium. The aquarium is, it's about 20 blocks from Robert's place, and they're building a new aquarium. And this new aquarium is going to be much larger and is supposed to be the biggest aquarium in North and South America, if not the world. But they have everything. They have everything in this aquarium, and it costs like 160 pesos to get in. That's $8. But I had my senior citizen discount card, so I only paid like $4 to get in. Here's the aquarium here. This is a show. This is the seal show. I've never seen a seal show before, but they do all the seal stuff that you've seen all of your life on television, like on TV shows. And it was really a good show. The show lasts for like a half an hour. They're very well trained, but they have many shows. They have seal shows, bird shows, and if you have a senior citizen discount card, it's about an hour and a half of information for $4. It was great. The aquarium is worth a visit, and they say that the new aquarium should be done in a few months. I'm thinking by 2023. I would think by January 2023, the new aquarium will be ready to go. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Brian Maiden, let's see what's going on. Okay, Brian Maiden. Looking at Ajijic and Mazatlan, I think walking is much easier in Mazatlan for people with walking problems. Okay, Brian, that is an excellent point. If you're thinking about walking or riding a bicycle in Mazatlan, if you live near the ocean, near the Malecon, I'm going to say within 10 blocks of the Malecon, all of the roads, they use little square bricks that are flat. And so when you walk around, everything is flat. You don't trip, you don't fall. Here in Ajijic and Chapala, they have all that cobblestone, and the sidewalks are all uneven, and you constantly have to watch where you're walking, or you might fall down, have a concussion. They take you to the hospital and ruin your entire Mexico experience. When I moved to Chapala, I bought a bicycle, and I never used it because of the cobblestone streets. It's just crazy. But if you walk or if you ride a bike in Mazatlan, you can walk forever. Everything's totally smooth. You can ride a bike all over Mazatlan. Everything's going to be totally smooth. And most of Mazatlan is flat. Like if I want to walk from here to the main road in Chapala, it's all uphill. It's only a slight incline, but I don't enjoy it. Okay. On the way back, it's fun because I'm walking all downhill. Mazatlan, most of it is flat. Okay. LJ, all you need is a bicycle and save a fortune. I'm not riding a bicycle in Ajijic. I'm not doing it. Now, I found out in Ahihik, you can use golf carts, and you see a lot of people using golf carts in Ahihik, but you're not allowed to use the golf carts on the main roads. There's only one main road in Ahihik, but on all the little back roads, and there's lots of them, you can just use a golf cart, you know. Okay, but I'm never using a bicycle in Ahihik. Rena, La Foresta is beautiful. We have been walking 5 miles a day. It's 2 miles round trip to the village, but there are restaurants there and a grocery store. Wednesday market is closed. Yeah, everything's within walking distance. Everything is in, Wednesday market is close. And the Wednesday market, they call it a tianguis, which is kind of like a bazaar or a well-organized garage sale. You can buy fruits, vegetables, all fresh. You might be able to get some raw chicken there, Mexican attire, belts, shirts, all that kind of stuff at the tianguis. But if you can make it to the tianguis in Chapala every Monday, now that is a real tianguis where you can buy all kinds of stuff and sell lots of money. Every piece of clothing that I have on right now came from the tianguis, the Monday tianguis in Chapala. If you can find Soriana in Chapala, there's only one. You just find Chapala, walk across the street, just keep walking away from Soriana 1 block, and you're going to see the tianguis. It's about 20 blocks long, and you can go shopping there. That's where I buy all of my clothing. Like this shirt cost about $2. I got athletic pants on. Those cost like $2. It's great. Okay, so let's just keep going here. Holly's looking forward to getting here. Okay, James and Rena. Food is still better priced than in the U.S. Yes, eat local foods, but you can get a great veal dish at Scallions for about $9.50 and many amazing dishes at high-end places for around $10. Okay, now, James and Rena, I've been here for 17 years. And now when I look on it, now $10 is 200 pesos. Okay, when I see 200-300 pesos on a menu, to me it's like 200-300 pesos. That's a lot of money, but that's only 200 pesos is $10. 300 pesos is $15. But I haven't seen an American menu in 17 years. Okay, so I'm spoiled. There's a place called Pinguino's, and it's an old shrimp restaurant, one of the oldest restaurants in the Chapala area. It's called Pinguino's. And you go to Pinguino's, and it's a Mexican family, fresh shrimp, so to speak. It's got to be frozen coming from Guadalajara, okay? But I think that his most expensive item is 150 pesos. That's like $7.50, and it's excellent shrimp, and you won't be able to eat it all. But whatever. Okay, Christina, I remember it was challenging to walk on those cobblestones. Yes, it is. You're welcome, Brian Tim Olson. I saw a lot of small motorcycles in Ahihik. Yeah, the more you travel Mexico, the more you're going to see small motorcycles. Everywhere you go, even when I was in that small town, El Arenal, I mean, that was the major transportation methodology for lots of people, getting on these little motorcycles. And I have never seen so many women driving these little motorcycles, getting around. The same in Mazatlan, the same in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, Rena. Okay, Holly, we can ask Bill to give you our info. Yes. Okay, Rena and Holly, here's what you need to do. If you want to talk to each other, my email is in the description below. So you need to email me, and then I can email you. And then if you want Rena, if you want Holly, if Holly wants Rena, then I can email you. Then you guys get all hooked up. LJ, Bill, if you have access to a bike in Mazatlan, you could save on rentals big time, I would imagine, especially if you go where the locals live. Yeah, if you get a bike, you can just bike all around Mazatlan, you're good to go. Okay, Crapple. Cobblestone streets around Lakeside make for an uncomfortable bike ride. I'd get one of those bikes or e-bikes with the fat tires and wide padded seat. Dr. John, you're exactly right on that. Brian Maiden, small motorcycle with 3 people and a goat too. Okay, now Brian Maiden, you guys may think that's funny. And it is funny, but it's really more funny when you see it. I've seen 4 people, like a husband, a wife, and 2 kids on one of those little motorcycles. It's hilarious. Okay. Okie dokie. Holly Becky, CMT63 helped us so much. Shout out to Chris and Mark. We just want to pay it forward. Chris and Mark did their research. And I tell you what, they should have their own YouTube channel. When they get down here, they need to just make YouTube videos about the area. Okay, now, here we go. Now, in 2 weeks, not this week, but the following week, I'm going to make a video about this place. This is the fish market. This is all fresh fish from the ocean. They have small lobsters like that. They have big lobsters. They have all sizes of shrimp. All of this stuff came from the ocean. Let's see, what time is it? When we were at this restaurant, it was about noon. So all this shrimp, there's Stephen. This is our group. And we're going up to this place called the Fish Lady. There's fresh octopus. I don't know what those things are. Look at that. Look at those giant shrimp. Look at those. We got small shrimp, giant shrimp. This is all fresh. And this is all $2 or $3. That's all $2 or $3 a kilo. 2 pounds of fresh shrimp right from the ocean for $2 to $3 for 2 pounds. Now the great thing about this place is you go buy your shrimp. Now we had 11 people. And I'm going to do this video. It'll be a short video, not this week, but the week after. But we had 11 people, so we bought 5 kilos of shrimp. That's like 20 pounds. So all that shrimp that you saw, we buy it fresh, 5 kilos, and then we go up to the restaurant upstairs. We give the shrimp to these people. They call themselves the shrimp ladies. And you tell them what type of shrimp you want them to cook. You want garlic shrimp, you want this kind of shrimp, you want breaded shrimp, and they cook it up. And we had 5 kilos, and there was so much shrimp, we couldn't eat it all. Now check this out. Here's what here's what it looks like. Look at this. Look at this. We had about 4 plates of those right there that we shared right there. And it comes with rice, mashed potatoes. And nobody was talking. Everybody's just eating this shrimp. Salad. Look at her. Nikki, there's Kathy. I did a video with Kathy this week. She took the tour. Now she lives in Mazatlan. There's the garlic shrimp. And the shrimp just came coming and coming. More shrimp and more shrimp. It was delicious. It was better than a Thanksgiving dinner. There's Surya. There's Karen. Nobody's talking. People are just chowing down. Oh, you got to go. If you go to Mazatlan, you got to go to the shrimp market, go to Shrimp Ladies and chow down and enjoy yourself. That's one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. I'm going to rank it above Thanksgiving dinner, all fresh and from the ocean. Yes, Ajijic is a fabulous place. The people that live in Ajijic are fabulous. The people in Chapala are fabulous. But you can't swim in the lake and you can't eat the fish from the lake. Okay, you can't do that in Chapala, Ajijic. In Mazatlan, you can. Brian made my mouth is watering. Looks so good. So much shrimp and it's cheap. Oh, also, I do want a lot of people. We get about 700 views. Oh, about 700 views a week from the rebroadcast. So if you're watching the rebroadcast, some people have donated to the channel today, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching the rebroadcast, there's a link below. It says donate. Feel free to click that. And if you want to donate $1, $2, whatever, it helps the channel, helps me pay my internet bill, all that kind of stuff. But we're at the fish place, and I'm done eating. I can't eat anymore. I look at this table next to us, and here's what I see. Brian Maiden, my mouth is watering. Oh, Gracie Jenkins, excellent question. What about the weather? Oh yeah. Christine, the garlic shrimp was excellent. Oh, all the shrimp was excellent. What about the weather in Mazatlan? It gets humid in Mazatlan. So you would need air conditioning. But I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years, and I'm going to say from June to about September, in the daytime, you just don't go outside. I mean, unless you're going to go to the beach, something like that, or if you're going to go to a restaurant on the ocean. If you go to a restaurant that is on the ocean, there's always an ocean breeze. You will always be cool no matter where you are. Or if you have an apartment that is on a hill on the ocean, you will always be cool. But if you don't have a breeze, you're going to need air conditioning during the summer months. And some people find it unbearable. I did it for 10 years. I didn't mind. Okay, let's see. Christine, the garlic shrimp. Avelina, Annie. Hola, Annie. Oh, yeah. On your upcoming retirement, Gracie. I will definitely visit that fish place. I enjoyed your talk with Kathy. Oh, and Holly Beckley, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you guys for helping to support the channel. I do this full time. I can't stop doing it. I don't know if I'll ever have another lover again, because this is what I like to do, and I think about making videos all the time. I just do. I like it. I just like it. And if you have a partner, they want to do stuff with you. But I just kind of like making videos, and making these videos has been so much fun. I've met so many people, Mark and Chris and all of you guys in the room. And then I see you guys when I'm walking down the street, and you guys come to Ajijic. I'm sure many of you guys will come to Mazatlan, and many of you will take the tour with Robert and Sherry in Mazatlan, and you just become family. It's just so great. But I do have one last video clip to share about the Fish Lady's restaurant. So I'm walking around, and it's a very small place, okay? And this is what I see. This. There's a couple right at the next table. He's from New Zealand. She's a grad. There they are right there. I'm going to pause this video. He's from New Zealand visiting Mazatlan. She is French. She's studying her doctorate in geology at a university in Mazatlan, and they ordered lobster. They went downstairs, bought a couple of lobster, and now they're eating this lobster. And you can see that on the side they have some shrimp. What a way to live. And they both spoke fluent English. Fluent English. I tell you, man, Mexico is great. Okay, James and Rena, let me know when you want to get together. Tuesday, anytime, any place. Tim Olson, Bill, is that a yellow poncho behind you? Well, it kind of, actually, it's a blanket. And CMT 63, like I'm in this house, and I'm changing the location of my office this week. I mean, I've only lived here for like 2 weeks, really. I'm just getting settled. So next week, the appearance of my setup will be totally different. Okay. Oh, CMT 63. Next year, we need to have a get together with everyone who has moved to the area from the channel. CMT 63, Chris and Mark, that's an excellent idea. All you guys are coming down here. We need to set up a time where we all get together and party. Probably, well, anyway, let's just let that idea develop. Okay, you guys. Well, I've shown all the video clips that I had. Let me look at my list. Yeah. This week, I'm going to do a full video on the observatory. I'm going to interview Robert this week. It's going to be no, I already have the video recorded. We did it by the pool of his bed and breakfast in Mazatlan. It's a great interview. So those 2 videos will come out this week. Last week, I did a video interviewing Kathy. Many of you saw that. And the other one is a summary of the tour. Those videos, the links are in the description below. Christine, congratulations. Gracie Jenkins, okay. Yeah, Brian Maiden, Bill, you are a fantastic YouTuber, and you have a very large family who loves you. Thank you so much for what you do. Brian Maiden, thank you all for being here. We'll have CMT, we should get together an address book for all of us so that we can keep in contact. Let me work on that. Gracie, how far is Mazatlan from Ahihic? The van that we go on, it's Robert rents a van. We had about 12 people in there, that plus 2 drivers, plus luggage. It's big, it's spacious. We stop 2 times. We take 2 bathroom breaks. One place has 3 restaurants, a Subway. And then after the first stop, Robert shows like a movie. The last movie on the way back was Marry Me. That was a great movie. I cried. It was a great movie. But anyway, that trip takes 5 to 6 hours in the van. That includes 2 stops. Those stops probably take about a half an hour. So the drive. Now, what 2 people from the tour did, they flew from Guadalajara into Mazatlan. That only takes like an hour. It costs $150 one way. But I would greatly, if you have the $150 that you can pay Well, round trip, that's going to cost like $300, but it's an hour there and an hour back. You know, then you're going to have to pay for a taxi from the Guadalajara airport. So yeah, it's going to cost you about $400 altogether, but you're going to save a lot of time. That girl. Okay, people are starting to book up. We got 46 people in the house, 33 likes. Everyone have a great week. Thank you, Holly, that girl. Okay, you guys. CMT63, Holly, ask Bill for our info, and you can call or email. Okay, so Holly, email me, and I can hook you up with all the emails of the people that email me that want to contact you. Okay, you guys, this is Bill the Geek. Love you all, and I will be back next Saturday, but my office is going to look totally different next Saturday. My office will look totally different next Saturday, and I won't have a poncho behind me. All new information. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and I want to say I want to share my love with everyone. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for coming. Thank you for clicking the like button. And I will see you guys next week or in the next video. Adios, amigos.